The deciding game of round one in the East. The Magic have endured 6 long games. 3 they have won. 3 they have lost. It is now the last stand. There is no looking back as they must lay it all on the line against the Pistons. Will there be an upset in round one? It's all coming up next.
A look at the Magic starting group. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. The guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bane. And it's Kane in at the small forward. And for the Pistons, the forwards are Thompson and Harris. Cade Cunningham out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Duren in at the 5 spot.
Here we go.
So Orlando will get the first possession. Robinson against Bane. Out to Carter. Banchero outside. Clock at 6. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
To the paint. Here's Harris. Banked in off the glass.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
And so it's Suggs who brings up the ball for the Magic. That's to Kane. Magic moving the ball around. The 3 from Banchero. Good on the triple. Banchero's got 5 points so far.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
For 3, Harris. It's good from long range. Harris has got his second basket of the night.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to Banchero. Over Harris. Misses off the right eye. And here are the Pistons now. Duren the pass to Cunningham. Now here is Harris. Pass to Cunningham. Latrey. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
The shot Cunningham continues to hone. When he's connecting from deep, this offense really opens up.
Here's Kane. Here's Banchero. A kick out to Bane. And a miss there on the triple. Thompson in the corner. Out to the wing. Outside Robinson. Pass to Harris. Launches a 3. Kane grabs the board.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Outside, Suggs. Banchero outside. Can't hit from the elbow.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
Pistons leading by 3. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. Coach and I talked about the ways that Paolo Banchero is used on offense and how his defense will respond. He said with Paolo, he can deploy in any area of the floor and be effective. Personally, I think he's the most dangerous at the elbows, but he can go to work anywhere. You have to know where he is at all times. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Now, Banchero. Following the 3-point attempt by Cade Cunningham, it's stolen by Duren. Pass to Cunningham. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Outside for Robinson. Detroit, no good that time either.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And here is Suggs. Back to Bane to stop the drought. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Pistons leading by 3. Thompson passes to Robinson. Here's Duren. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
That's why you go after every rebound. You might just get yourself a bucket in the process.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. They come off a real tough loss on Wednesday.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues. They just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Well, you got to take care of the basketball. Hopefully, they learn from that game and are better going forward.
And the Magic making a change here. Black's checked in. Bankero outside. Payne for three. That's good, and it's Bankero with the assist.
And he just lights it up from downtown. Bain, so dangerous from out there.
Cunningham outside. Duran with a screen on Suggs. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Cunningham's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Pistons.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Harris's shot is good. Harris has got his third basket of the night right there.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Bankero, that's good.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
Detroit leading by 4. Harris outside. Takes a three. It's hauled in by the Magic. Now Black. He has yet to score. It's stolen by Cunningham. And now the Pistons fast break. Thompson, a screen on Suggs. Here's Cunningham, and there's another one for the Pistons. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Detroit.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
And, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Detroit. It's a three-point game. Duran sets the screen for Harris. Pass to Duran. Black with it. Robinson picks him up. No one near Bankero as he lets it go. And another three for Orlando.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Now here is Harris. He's got 7, and Duran slams it in.
Boy, a good passer at his position. Harris knows when to look for his teammates.
Carter kicks to Bankero. Orlando moving the ball. Shot clock at 6. Again, the Magic score.
Oh, good to see that Bankero has options. If he can't penetrate, your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Now here is Harris. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Up top, Bain. He's covered by Thompson. Carter, that's good.
The thing about Carter, even though he loves to play with his back to the bucket, he can also face you up and knock down the jump shot.
On the wing, Harris. From past the arc. The kick out to Cunningham. And it's off from three-point range.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Here's Harris. Paolo Banchero making his last shot. Cunningham on the wing. Over Suggs. Cunningham's shot is off. And it's the Magic's ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Back to Banchero. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Tell you what, fellas, like seeing Harris be engaged from there. I mean, refusing to settle for the simple layup. Nice finish.
Steps back. Here's Banchero. And it's Orlando with another.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Cunningham with it. 8 points for him. Duran finds Harris. Cunningham outside. All three off the mark. Orlando leading. It's stolen by Cunningham. Here's Duran. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you got to get it to him.
Banchero against Harris. There's the lob to Carter. It's stolen by Duran. Harris looking it over. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's his first foul. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. Orlando also making some changes. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Carter. Mo Wagner comes in for Bane. And it's Carter in for Jalen Suggs. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter. Pass to Stewart. 6 to shoot. Nailed from three-point land. And the Pistons lead by 3.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Black kicks to Wagner. Green against Banchero. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Stewart. Pistons leading by 3. Over in the corner, Green. Another 3 for Detroit.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Here's Black. Banchero outside. Shot to stop the run. Carter with the 3. Holland with the rebound. The Pistons shooting it from their comfort zone so far. In this one, 57% from the field. Outside, Green. Pass to Lanier. There's the 3. He can't get that one. Now here is Carter. And here's Banchero. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Tobias Harris, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Pistons. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And we're back courtside at Game 7 as this series comes to a head. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
And so in the game for the Magic, Carter out there with Black. Then it's Batadze. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Banchero in at the 3. Here's Black. And the 3 off target. Over in the corner, Green. Pass to Jenkins. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here's Wagner. Still scoreless. Carter outside. Offline with his 3. Detroit leading by 8. Pass to Sasser. Fires from way outside. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero's got his 4th rebound in this one. Takes it from 10. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Wagner, he's got a good-looking jump shot, really, from anywhere on the floor.
Here's Stewart, defended by Batadze. Stewart against Batadze. The shake, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Kevin Huerter. He's checked in from Marcus Sasser. And so Stewart nails both of them. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Banchero. 17 points in the game. Hits the 3-point bomb. Banchero's got 20.
Excellent work in the screen and roll. Banchero solid at knowing when to shoot in those sets.
Stewart, a screen for Jenkins. Pass to Stewart. Outside, Green. And again, it's the Pistons missing. The Magic trail by 5. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now, here's Wagner. He started closer. Now, Black. Here's Banchero for 3. It's rebounded by Jenkins. Pistons leading by 5. Stewart kicks to Jenkins. Pistons passing it around. There's the lob to the hoop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's ready to talk things through with them. For the Pistons, Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Green. Robinson comes in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Cunningham in for Jenkins. Baines checked in for the Magic. Wagner passes to Bain. And here's Banchero. He's covered by Thompson. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Wagner as screen on Cunningham. Back to Wagner. 5 to shoot. No good on the 3.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Itaze, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here is Robinson. No scoring in this one. Pass to Holland. Trying his luck from deep. The rebound by Itaze. The Magic trail by 7. Here's Black. Now, here's Banchero. He's covered by Thompson. Banchero is screened for Bain. The 3. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Nifty move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Cunningham's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pistons.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Now, here's Banchero. 20 points for him. Black with it. Lets it go from the wing. They get it back.
Decent look from mid-range for sure, but that's not really his shot.
Here's Robinson. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Banchero. Payne for 3. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist. Banchero's got his 4th assist in this one. Now, here's Cunningham. 10 points for him. Down low. It's stolen by Banchero. Here's Black. Covered by Cunningham. Now Black. Banchero looking around. 4 on the clock. That's down the hatch. Knocks 1 more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Duran, he's checked in for Detroit. Tobias Harris comes in for Holland. The Magic also changing it up. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. And it's Suggs in for Wagner. Here's Robinson. Pass to Harris. Now, here's Cunningham. A three-pointer, no good.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
And it's Carter missing. Detroit leading by 6. It's stolen by Carter. Here's Suggs. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Pistons have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Thompson with it. Picked up by Banchero. Stolen by Carter. Outside, Bain. To the wing right side. Cunningham against Banchero. outside, Suggs. 3-pointers off the mark. Pistons shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. Cunningham kicks to Robinson. Pass to Harris. They could use a bucket, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Goga Bitadze's checked in for Banchero. The shot's good from Bitadze.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Harris outside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Harris has got 13 points.
Tell you what, seems like everything he's putting up is finding the net, and right now Harris is simply balling out.
And it's Suggs missing. Pistons leading by 6. To the inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them. Shooting 2.
That's good from Durham. And both free throws good for Durham.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Suggs finds Bain. Carter on the wing for the 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Outside Robinson. To Duran. And here's Cunningham. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
They set the pick. Here's Bain. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Now it's just a 3-point Piston lead.
And you have to stay connected to Bain. He's too good off the catch.
And Thompson kicks to Harris. And here is Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Curran sets the screen for Cunningham. Bangs home the trifecta. Cunningham's got 13.
That's his 3rd triple of the game. It's the first one in the second quarter.
Here's Suggs. Still yet to score. On the wing, Bain. He's covered by Thompson. Bitadze with the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pistons leading by 4. Cunningham on the wing. Good for his 6th make, and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight, looking for his shot, and boy, is he producing.
Harris against Carter. Black kicks to Suggs. Let's go. And again, it's Orlando converting.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Thompson outside. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Harris outside. Shoots the 3. Second chance effort. And it's Orlando with the rebound. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And he's got his first chance at the line here. Detroit making a switch here. Jenkins checked in. A free throw drops for Suggs.
I like a lot of things about Suggs. His toughness and physicality, though, kind of stand out, especially at both ends of the floor. And I think he just continues to grow as a player.
Here's Harris. And it goes down 2 points. Harris has got 4 points now in the quarter. The Magic trail by 3. Bane with it. 9 points in the game so far. Launches it. No good on that one. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports.
Game 7 couldn't get any more exciting, and true to form, it's a tight battle for the Detroit Pistons.
Their work on the glass has been superb tonight, chasing down every miss there, Ernie. That's their mindset.
Yeah, you can tell it was a focal point of their game plan coming in, and they've made good on that. Checking out how the Pistons are doing in this series. It all comes down to a decisive Game 7. Guys, what's it going to take for them to close out this series?
You can't leave anything in the tank. Approach it like you're playing for your life, because in some ways you are.
And you can't get sloppy and waste a bunch of possessions. You got to keep that focus.
No question. Let's get it. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
NBA playoffs, round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
It's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duran at the center spot. Robinson is out there with Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half.
And over time, as his game has evolved, Harris has accepted a bigger, expanded role. Knows he has the green light.
Banchero kicks to Suggs. Pass to Bane. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now, here's Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Effective from the mid-range. For Cunningham, it's about shooting with confidence.
Pass to Kane. And Banchero outside. Back to Suggs. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Buries the long-range jumper. Bane's got 12 points in the game.
That's an elite shooter at work. Bane from the coffin corner.
To the middle. Here's Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk. than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Thompson passes to Cunningham. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Outside, Robinson. Pass to Cunningham. Curran sets the screen for Cunningham. Chalk up 2 there. And now a 9-point Piston lead.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Again, the miss by Bain.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Cunningham against Suggs. That's good from Harris on the assist by Cunningham. Harris has got the lead up to 11 now for the Pistons. Suggs passes to Carter. Back to Suggs. Outside, Bain. Again, the miss by Bain.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Banchero finds Bain. Here's Suggs. Nice shot from the wing. Suggs has got 7 points in the game. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Black's checked in for Kane. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Outside, Robinson. For 3, Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now, here's Suggs. 7 points in the game. At 6, over to the left wing. Unloads, and he hits the jump shot. He's got 9.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Banchero against Harris. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Here's Banchero. He's got 22. And he gets the bucket. Banchero's got 24 points.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Now here is Harris. He's got 25. Misses the 3. Bain looking around. Inside. It's stolen by Harris. Thompson passes to Robinson. That one good for 2. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Pistons?
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Yep, it goes, and the Piston lead is cut back down to 8. An important basket there from Carter. Now, here's Cunningham. 19 points in the game. Harris outside. 20 feet out. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
You know, Harris excels really at getting to his spots and then capitalizing, and that's the sign and mark of a very polished offensive player.
Now, here's Banchero. He's got 24. And that one drops for him. He's got 26.
And now they're starting to pound the basketball inside.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Jenkins, he's checked in for Detroit. Thompson dishes to Harris. Good on the bucket. Harris has got 14 points now in the second half.
Boy, that's a nice touch from Harris right there, showing you exactly how under control he is close to the basket.
Banchero inside. Harris is there. Yep, that one goes. Banchero's got 28 points for the game.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
I think the rim could be 12 feet off the ground, and Thompson could still go get the lob.
Banchero against Harris. Back to Banchero for three. Thompson with the rebound.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a three yet after the tremendous first half he had.
And that one, good.
One thing I really like about Asar Thompson, he's a team-first guy, always willing to make the extra pass.
Now, here's Banchero. And he has 28 points for the game. And he makes that one. Banchero's got 30 points.
And for a big man, Banchero has a rare mix of moves. I mean, this guy can cross up defenders. He blows by people. Terrific handle for a guy that big.
Now here's Jenkins. Pass to Harris. Thompson, a screen on Banchero. Harris, no good. The Magic trail by 10. Up top, Bane. Outside, Suggs. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bane.
That's a real brain fade right there. A mental error, and it cost them a possession.
Stewart's checked in for Harris. Now Jenkins. Duran with the screen on Wagner. Stewart passes to Duran. And Duran slams it in. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
Bounce pass, Black. Pass to Bane. He gets that one. Bane's got 14.
And Bane likes using his strength on those physical plays, proving just how tough he is.
Now, here's Stewart. And here is Robinson. No good on the triple. Duran against Wagner. Pass to De Silva. Kicks it out to Wagner. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. He's got 5.
Good to see Wagner knock down the 3.
And here is Jenkins. Here is Robinson. Stewart, a screen for Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. Trying tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Magic trail by 7. Pass to Black. Now, here's Wagner. Now, Batadze. Outside, Bain. Goes up on the wing. Rebound by the Pistons. Turing's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Stewart with the screen on Batadze. Thompson passes to Stewart. Stewart, a screen for Jenkins. A three-pointer is right on target. Jenkins got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Now, here's Bain. 14 points for him. Wagner passes to Batadze. Bain for 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
And 1:01 left in the third quarter. Jenkins the pass to Stewart. Three-pointer. And again, Detroit with the 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Black. Pass to De Silva. No good from outside.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Robinson. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
With no D around, you expect him to knock down that midi.
Bain kicks to Wagner. Black in the post, guarded by Robinson. High post, Batadze. From the arc. It's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Black.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. So on the floor for Orlando, Wagner is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then there's Black. Then there's Carter. And it's Batadze in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Cunningham. Paolo Banchero making his last shot.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Now, here's Banchero. Carter outside, jacks up a 3. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist. Banchero's got 6 assists now in the game. Pistons leading by 4. Here is Cunningham, right wing. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Over Carter. Cunningham's shot is off. Here's Orlando now. Pass to Banchero. Now Black fires the 3, and no good. There's Holland, defended by Carter. Shoots a 3. Holland, no good. The Magic trail by 4. Over to the wing. Here's Black. Hits it from three-point range.
and they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Stewart. The Magic knocking down the tray. Pass to Cunningham. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Gutsy stuff in there by Cade.
That free throw missing.
And you gotta love Cunningham with the way that he's just always under control. He wants to play at his pace, methodically breaking down the defense.
And he's good on the second.
He missed the chance to put him up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Black with it.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Holland. And a change for the Magic. Baines checked in for Javon Carter. Detroit on D. They've held a 12-point lead early. Ball's knocked loose. Stewart with the steal. Lobbed up there for Green. Stewart finds Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 6th assist on the night.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
Here's Black. Now, here's Banchero. Back to Black. Lets it go with the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Black's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for Orlando. On the wing, Harris. And the layup's good off the glass. Harris has got 4 points in the quarter.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Banchero against Green. Here's Black. And the Magic another 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now, here's Cunningham. Stewart with the screen on Wagner. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Black. And here's Banchero. To the inside. Stewart with the steal. Fast break. Here they come. Now Harris. He's defended by Wagner. Here's Cunningham. Count that bucket. Cunningham's got 22 points.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he plays with no fear, and he certainly knows how to put the ball in the basket.
Now here's Jenkins. Black defending. Here's Harris. And the shot goes in. Harris has got 35 in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Banchero is screened for Bain. Pass to Wagner. Now Black. 6 on the shot clock. Bain for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bain's got 11 points here in just the second half.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
And the dunk by Stewart. Well, as we move into the 4th, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Magic have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive output. Batadze setting a screen for Banchero. A kick out to Bain. Off target from three-point range.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Now here is Harris. Jenkins the pass to Harris. Off target from outside. The Magic trailing. Pass to Bain. Now Black. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. From deep. Connects again from distance.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. Here's Harris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, you know, you can't get overly physical with Harris because once you do, he turns it against you and uses it for his good.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Orlando.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that three ball for these guys.
That's good from Harris.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they've performed at the line.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Green. Robinson is subbed in for Jenkins. And Harris drops them both.
Well, you have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
Pass to Kane. To the left side wing. Banchero inside. Harris is there. And finished off by Banchero.
Okay, Paolo, I see you. That was a highlight reel throwdown for sure.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connecticut cam. Brought to you by AT&T. Here's Harris. He's covered by Banchero. Harris against Banchero. Harris, good. Harris has got 39.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Now, here's Suggs. Over Cunningham. And it's Suggs missing. Duren the pass to Thompson. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Duren. Banchero brings the double team. Now, here's Duren. Guarded closely. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Carter down low. Defended by Duren. Carter, that's good.
Carter Jr. does not hold back inside, and that helps him power through that contact.
Outside Robinson. Cunningham, a screen on Bain. The offensive rebound. For 3, Harris. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, good from Banchero.
And the biggest reason Banchero went first overall Paolo brings your playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Pass to Cunningham. Duren with the screen on Suggs. There's the lob to Duren. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Just a fantastic decision maker. Cunningham giving it up in that two-man set.
Outside, Suggs. And Hero. And the three misses.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And that's in there.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Bain. And Caro outside. Carter with a screen on Harris. The three doesn't go. The Pistons leading. Cunningham outside. Harris against Banchero. Puts it up from 7.
Well, you've got to stay down on the shot fake. I mean, once Harris has you fooled, then you're done.
The first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Tell you what, fellas, I mean, an outstanding stretch for Harris has been awesome at adding pieces to his game over time, specifically that three-point shot.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
There are not many players you'd rather have at the line there. Those free throws were huge.
Here's Banchero. Oh, falling away.
No shame or fear in this young fella. Banchero going to take on any big shot. Love seeing that from him.
Cunningham. Now Harris. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Thompson outside. Shoots the three. Bain rips down the rebound. Magic shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. And Carroll against Harris. And there's the dunk.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
Cunningham. Lays it in off the window.
Yes, sir. Cade Cunningham embracing the role of a leader.
Harris against Banchero. He takes it in. Jumper is off. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Cunningham. What touch on the floater.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He absolutely held nothing back. He said, quote, "We know who we are. Let's be that. The plan is to play their game and let the chips fall where they may." Guys?
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Four-point game. Here's Suggs. Fires the three. It's good.
Suggs adding another big play to his resume. Incredible.
The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Robinson outside. Cunningham. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
This possession gives them a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, they don't want to let this one slip away.
Harris against Banchero. To take the lead. Good.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
One last chance to win it right here. It's got to be a catch and shoot off the inbounds play. They don't have time for a second pass.
Robinson fires. Knocks down the three.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And they're going to move on to the conference semifinals. Thrilling fashion, guys, taking round one in what certainly will go down. Guys, it's one of the most competitive series this year.
And you always love a game set, and no disappointment here. And these guys are ready and excited for round two. Maybe a bit tired, but the adrenaline is still pumping.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Tobias Harris.